an attack. Attack of the spotlight. Watching movies every night. Attack of the spotlight. Yeah. Attack of the spotlight. Attack of the spotlight. Stop the bad guys and get the girl. Rad superhero saving the world. Get scared, get scared. Fight for your life. Stay away from the psycho dude with the knife. Everything go wrong that can go wrong, and it's funny as hell, make us laugh so long. Fall in love and start a romance. Grab your partner for this heartfelt dance. Underdogs coming for the win. Exorcists make your head spin. There's wise Jedis and dirty Klingons racing so fast, boy, you better hang on. Head back to the future, back to the past. Don't let them rowdy punks karate your ass. Gang of thieves will heights of the century. Mother Nature's the star in a documentary. Sharks and more sharks, snakes and critters. Got bedroom eyes, baby, come hit her. Ride the planes, the trains, and the automobiles. Here comes Khan, man with a hell of a deal. Princesses and robots and toys come alive. Dinosaurs and zombies and top secret spies. Watching movies every night. Attack.
Well, hello, boys and girls, and welcome to another edition of Attack of the Spotlight. I'm Kyle Pierson.
And I am John Horton, and this is a special episode we have for you. This is a review of the movie Myths and Mutants 2 from Legend Hunter Films. This is the brand new release that they have put out, and we're going to give it a review here. It is a double feature. It is a Slaughter Grindhouse edition. We're going to be talking about HANS TRAPP, the Cannibal Scarecrow, and the Legend of Pigman, which is the double features on this film. I think I'm actually going to start talking about it myself right now, and then I'll turn it over to Kyle for his thoughts.
Go for it. That sounds good to me.
All right. So what's really interesting, first off, I got to say about this movie and a lot of the stuff that Legend Hunters puts out, it's all real stuff. These aren't just stories they made up. They are pulling these from actual legends and lore and urban legends and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you can Google HANS TRAPP and you'll see all kinds of shit on, you'll come up with all kinds of things out of him. Not the movie, but factual, well, not factual, but you know, these
facts
are real,
about the myths.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for crystallizing my thoughts there, Kyle.
That's what I'm here for. That's why there's two of us. One of us is a shit show, but two of us together, smooth.
Yeah. So the legend of, well, we'll start with HANS TRAPP, the Cannibal Scarecrow. This is a feature about a man who was, back in the old days, he was a killer, he was a cannibal, he made a deal with the devil to live forever. And this is his tale, which, to be honest, there's not much of a tale to it. It's one of the things that I noticed with this. There's not a lot of story here. And I'm not sure if that's like the way it's supposed to be, because it is grindhouse. It is supposed to be a grindhouse style film. It's filmed that way. He's got the grain and the grittiness to it, much like a movie from the 70s. But there's not a lot of story. With this one, there's just a lot of random people getting killed by HANS TRAPP. HANS TRAPP? Whatever.
Hans. I think that it may go both ways. Hans Gruber. It's like Han Solo and Han Solo. Depends on which character you're talking to at the moment.
The second story is The Legend of Pigman. And that one, I like that one better. It's not very strong on story. A little bit more story to this one than the first feature. But I like this one more so. Maybe it was because there was more. Well, I can really get behind some guy wearing a pig mask and using a chainsaw. It's a lot easier to get behind that than a cannibal scarecrow, which is a real thing. Look it up. A Christmas cannibal scarecrow, no less. As far as these movies go, they are definitely grindhouse style. I think the director of these, Ryan Cavalline, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. They are great grindhouse. He's captured the look of it. It felt like a movie out of the 70s. It felt like a movie out of the 70s that was filmed today, if that makes sense. It's a modern film with a 70s aesthetic. Because don't they use cell phones in there at one point?
I can't recall.
Yes, yes, they do. Yes, they do. And that's one of the things
And I just saw it. I literally just stopped watching it like an hour ago. So I should have remembered that by now.
It's not, they're not bad movies. They're, again, not high on story, high on body count. The acting is, it's a 70s style acting. And I don't know if the acting was meant to be that way or if that was just the skill level, for lack of a better term, of the performers in the movie. But yeah, they acted pretty much like people out of the 70s. A lot of screaming, a lot of hollering, a lot of that kind of shit. The blood.
I love that. I would love to see you reviewing a porn movie. A lot of screaming, a lot of hollering, all that kind of shit.
Well, it's a grindhouse film. It's got that kind of shit in it.
I got you.
Okay.
I'm right behind you. Back to the porn reference.
Porn reference, yes. Bow chicka bow bow.
I'm sorry. Did I lose your train of thought?
Yeah, I'm totally derailed now.
I'm sorry. I gotta quit that.
Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, a lot of screaming, a lot of hollering, and all that shit.
Yep.
Fuck. Take over, Kyle. Take over.
Sorry. I am so sorry. All right. First of all, I agree with you. The first one, or the second one, is better than the first one. They're shot in a way because it's a modern film that they shot trying to make it look like 70s, but instead of using like 70s equipment, they digitally made it look grainy. And they personally, I think they overdid it because like almost between every shot, it either goes to black or it pops some weird frame in. Some of these things are things I've never actually seen in a 70s film. so it's like, okay. I found that a little bit distracting actually over a while because I'm like, okay, this is happening almost every time we cut to something. It's like pop, boom, beep, boom, boom. Trying to make it look like 70s. I'm like, I would have spread those out a little bit more.
Right.
And yeah, the first one, the first one actually felt to me like it was been a better radio drama almost, because you have the narration from the narrator, then you have the radio guy telling you what's going on, then you have the guy with the long nose explaining what he's doing, and like, holy crap, when are we actually going to get to the story? Because you're just reading it to me. And I thought at this point, this would have been a really good radio drama that they could have thrown in some sound effects. Because even in the first film, the most of the kills that are in the film are off screen, about to kill somebody, and then you hear the sound effect. And so I think it would have been a really good radio drama if they had gone that way with it. The second one does have a little bit more of a story, because in the first one, you're introducing characters just long enough to kill them.
Yeah.
You're not getting to know anybody. So it's like, okay, here's so-and-so doing this. Here's so-and-so doing this. The second one had a better story. Actually, it had a story. The first one, and also the first one, they mentioned the Christmas thing, but nowhere in the movie was it Christmas, from what I could tell. Now, granted, if you live in San Antonio, it never looks like Christmas either. But it's kind of an interesting, it's a Christmas character without the Christmas atmosphere, unless I missed it. I didn't see anything Christmassy in the film.
I don't think there was.
Okay.
But it did not specify that just because he's a Christmas cannibal scarecrow that he can only come out at Christmas.
Oh,
They didn't say he's like Santa Claus or Krampus, where he's only at Christmas time. It just maybe Christmas
maybe he was
is his
conjured
favorite
up at
holiday.
Christmas. Oh,
Or
okay.
or maybe on Christmas Eve is when he made the deal with the devil. I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. I'll go with that. That's all I need. I just need a razor thin explanation, and I'm happy. Um, the second one had a better story, and you really start to feel more of the story near the end. So just about the time that you're getting into it, then we have the ending of the film. I was a little shocked by the ending because I was like, "You're just going to stand there." I don't want to give anything away, but anyway.
Right.
So, but what I thought watching this is it was one of those things that felt like there was a lot of potential for something if they had taken these two ideas and put them together. Because the way they're both shot are exactly the same. They use the exact same graphics. They use the exact same clip pauses and all that stuff. Same cast, and it's two guys running around in masks. So I would have liked maybe flesh those two things out instead of having two different stories. Pick one of them and really focus on that one. Actually, the second one. Take that one and really flesh that one out more, and then had more character development with those that were killed off. So I think I was wanting more when it was done. I'm like, okay, I think there was something with the first one, and I think there's something with the second one that left me wanting more. And I think if they had been put together in one cohesive feature, that would have allowed for better storytelling and more stuff. As far as the graphics go, the second one, you see a lot more practical effects. Blood is half practical, half digital.
And I found that a little bit off-putting in some areas, where they threw digital blood like on the camera lens. It's what it looked like, and I was like, I mean, some of it wasn't bad, but some of it I was like, okay, no.
It's obvious. There's an obvious difference between the two. It's like a bright, it doesn't blend with the other blood, but at the same time, you're like, well, these guys are making a small budget movie, so they're doing whatever they can to get that thing complete. So I'm not gonna knock them for that. All the blood's fake anyway, so it doesn't matter how you fake it, I guess. And again, I was less distracted. I noticed it every time I saw the digital blood. I noticed it, but it didn't distract me as much as the constant 70s film strip, gaps here and there. One thing I did notice, and it kind of showcases if you're getting, and I don't know if this is crowdfunded. I'm assuming it was, but if it wasn't, this is the type of thing to look for if you're crowdfunding. That you might be, you don't necessarily always get what you think. Inside the movie, as you see there, that's what the images of Pigman and HANS TRAPP looks like. Inside the movie, there's actually an ad for this movie. So it's like, here, you can buy this movie, but it's the exact same movie. And you would have thought it would be one of his other movies, or maybe Miss and Mutants 1. But if you notice on this ad, the graphics are different.
A little bit.
Pigman is a genuine pig, not a mask. And this scarecrow is a completely different design than the other one. So this is probably what, when you're doing a crowdfunding thing and they're coming up with the concept, this is the type of thing you see, and this is the type of thing that you're going to get. Now, to be fair, this seems very unrealistic for the story. These why are these backwards from today? Usually I'm perfect with these. I know to go the opposite way. These two are much more realistic in fitting with the movie. So I think if they
Yeah,
had gone this route, it would have been way too over the top, and this is a better way to go. But I did
definitely.
want to just point this out. Actually, it seemed like a bad idea to put it in there because it does show you two different things. You're like, well, if I bought this movie thinking this and I got that, then you're thinking you're like, wait a minute, I got shortchanged. But in reality, I think what they ended up with was more authentic. And a lot of these movies are like that. I was in one where they had all these robots, and the robots on screen did not look like robots. They were people in masks. and I saw robots in the thing, and I'm like, okay, there's a definite difference. But again, depending on how much is raised, if these fundraisers don't get up to what they need, they got to do whatever they can to make them work. So again, anyone who can turn around and deliver a finished DVD and send it to your home, congratulations, because you're a step ahead of John and I. So
They're
kudos to you on
multiples,
that.
many steps ahead of us, I think.
Many, many. We will never be there.
No.
No, it's never going to happen. We'll talk about it. We'll have ideas. We'll write them down. We will never follow through. The fact that this show has lasted as long as it has, it kind of surprises me because honestly, I thought we were going to give it up, months ago. Like, okay, that was fun. Now, what do you want to do?
Porn.
There we go. I keep telling the wife.
Yeah.
So there's all kinds of fetishes out there. We can, but no.
Right. So one thing that I'll point out about this movie too, what is very interesting, I don't know if I read it or if it was in the special features. I don't know if you watch the special features, but they filmed a lot of these so back to back that it literally was back to back. They would film one scene here, and when that scene was done, they would turn everything around and film a scene from the other one on that side.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, damn, that's pretty cool. Although, if you're gonna have the same actress in both movies, have her change costumes.
I thought she was wearing the exact same thing. I'm sitting there like, didn't she just wear that exact same outfit in the last one?
Well, what's really bad is I couldn't watch it in one sitting because, I watch it late at night. I'm tired. I watched one of them, and then a couple nights later, I watched the other one. And when I'm watching The Legend of Pigman and I see that girl, I'm like, hey, they already killed her in this movie. No, it was the one before that they killed her in.
Okay, yeah, I thought the same thing. I'm like, it was like, am I not paying as close attention as I should? Because I could have swore this is exactly the same thing. So, all right, you validated me.
So that would have been another thing that would have made it great to separate the two into feature length things. That way, you might not make that distinction so quickly that, hey, something looks familiar here.
I give them credit for doing the two films back to back, but since they literally take place in the same place with the exact same people, you might as well just made one longer movie. Unless they were going because maybe they were doing a Tubi thing and they're like, well, we can put these two shorter because in total, the runtime is 93 minutes for the full thing. So it's basically two short films and one, not two feature length films. So I guess if they split it up for Tubi, then maybe that was the reason for that.
Possible.
So yeah, it could go either way. Again, I give them credit for getting it done. And these are not bad films.
No, not at all.
They just these are some suggestions on maybe ways it could be even better. And I think the trajectory is looking good. I really think, with some more money and some more opportunities, because there's a lot of really good elements there, and some of the graphics. I mean, you've got some severed limbs that look fantastic. There's some really good graphics. And in the first film, the part I liked the best wasn't even the deaths from Hans. there's some supernatural stuff going on with the environment. I won't explain what happens. But those death scenes I liked even more than what was happening directly with, regular killing methods, especially the first one. I was like, ooh, that I didn't see coming. So I think there's some really cool originality here. I think there's some really good potential. But yeah, I think overall I'd like to have seen them put together and fleshed out just one of the two for now, and then
Right.
second one later. Have you
These are
seen
almost like
Missing Mutants
Tales
1?
from the Cryptish, I guess, or
Yeah.
well, yeah, in search
Yeah.
of. I don't know.
Yeah. Something like that. So no, I got you.
All that kinds of shit.
Yeah. So,
I'm glad I watched it. I would definitely recommend it. I hope to see more of, especially Pigman. I enjoyed that story.
yeah.
That was a pretty cool little concept.
Yeah. And there's more explanation of why things are the way they are instead of just it is.
Right.
And I like that. And yeah, it's something that you could see flesh out, but they kind of established a set of rules just for this end sequence. And the end sequence I wasn't a fan of, I'll be honest. I was just like, really? Okay.
I liked it, but I also I like what happened, but I understand where you're coming from. It's like that was just a really, really bad decision on the final girl's part. I mean, that was top of the line bad decision.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because there's no way of going into it without giving anything away.
Yeah.
But
even if even if you think in your head as the final victim that, oh, this is the way it is, and you're 100% sure this is the way it is, I'm still not going to stand there. I'm going to get the fuck out. This is the way it is. Okay, good. I got a head fucking start. Pew!
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not going back to try to think my whole scenario here. I'm like, let me piece this puzzle together right here. So anyway, so yeah, that's our takes on Miss and Mutants 2, the double feature, HANS TRAPP, the Cannibal Scarecrow, and Jesus, this is not going to work for me. The Legend of Pigman.
Holy shit.
I made the graphics bigger too. God almighty. If you're just listening to this, everything I do normally with the graphic, I usually make them smaller. And I'm like, well, sometimes there's stuff on that I want to read. So I made it bigger so I could read it. And now I'm like covering up the stuff I need to be on. And if I slide over a little bit, so you see the whole thing, my camera starts zooming in and out all the time. That whole episode where we had problems is because I was too far over. So anyway,
and he's got his sides mixed up.
Yeah, I got my sides mixed up. So
he thinks his left side is his right side.
Yeah, one of these days we're going to get this.
Probably not.
I don't know. People are talking about us now.
What?
Yes, people are talking about us. Sister Beretta. Somebody was asking about the use of AI, and somebody said, oh, there was an interview I saw, and this is what she explained. It was just for this, and they were going to use this. And then somebody else jumped in and said, well, here's the interview I think they're talking about, and it's our interview. And I'm like, oh,
holy shit.
Yeah. So usually one of us has to jump in and say, well, here's something. No, people we don't know having their conversation about it. So for those of you out there, we appreciate that. Thank you.
Absolutely.
For sharing. And it's definitely our most popular episode so far. So
is it really?
Yeah. Well, she also, I don't know if you noticed on Instagram, she took the whole none on none section and made a small little video of that and played that of us talking about it. and I think is bringing people over to watch the whole video. So, and I was upset because I posted. I got to talk. I'm talking to her tomorrow. We're actually talking about that DJ thing, and I had posted for like 5 days. I was posting stuff on Instagram with text about, blah, blah, blah. Didn't realize Instagram was screwed up and my text wasn't coming through. So at some point, I saw just an image of Erin. And I'm looking at it and I said, well, that's the image from our podcast. Why is there no text, under it? Who posted this? And then I realized I posted it. And like, well, where's the text? And then like the next several, I'm going through them like that one doesn't have any text. That one has no text. So I had to go back and fix all this text. So Erin, I shared that with Erin, and she's probably looking at it like, why the hell did you just post a picture of me and not explain we're working on a movie? So I'm like, oh my God. So I have to talk to her about that tomorrow because she's going to think, I'm a complete idiot. So
well,
like,
between that and your reaction on camera to none on none action and your reactions to Miss Jessa Flux being in the film, she probably thinks you're a pervert.
I just try to be optimistic for our guests. I don't want to say you're going to do that. That seems inappropriate. I wouldn't do that. I have to sometimes exaggerate my enthusiasm for
I've heard you exaggerate a lot of things.
Well, I did not expect her to go there. And when she did, I'm like, okay. And no, Erin, if you're watching, I was not exaggerating.
Sure, Eddie.
That's gonna be quite the movie.
Yeah.
The real issue though is at some point I have to sit down and watch it with my wife, because if I get the DJ gig, we're gonna watch it,
Right.
and that's gonna come up, and I'm like, oh. Because I've had a pretty good run of being in movies that really didn't cross lines, and this one's going to do it. So, but
and it's also going to be shot grindhouse style.
it is also going to be
Grindhouse is making a comeback.
Yeah, and they're going to be using 70s equipment, so it should be really interesting to see how that all plays out.
Absolutely. I'm excited.
Yeah, so very excited for that. We got the Myths and Mutants 2. I assume you have not watched Myths and Mutants 1.
No, I have not. This was actually the first thing I've ever watched from Legend Hunters. Mm-hmm. I'm very happy that they reached out to me because they got a lot of movies that are available. You're going to post a link to their website, right?
Yep.
As always. Yeah, they've got a lot of stuff. I've got another movie of theirs that I need to watch, Guts on a Chainsaw. I'm trying to figure out what it's about.
I would assume somebody has got a chainsaw and they're sticking it inside someone's stomach. And there's going to be guts everywhere. If I were to
You think so?
Yeah, if I were to dissect the title, that's what I get from it. Now,
yeah, I could see why you would think that.
Although
that kind of makes sense.
I watched the Tonys last night. My wife loves the Tonys, so I watched the Tonys. Actually, every year we watch it. This was actually the best one. But there's a new musical or play, I think it's a musical, called Two People Carrying a Cake Across New York. Never saw a cake, although there was a cake in this opening number. But every time they did a sequence from it, there was no cake. And I'm like, well, when are they carrying the cake? So I'm assuming there's a cake involved. So maybe the title isn't always what you think it's going to be.
Yeah, is cake slang for something?
Well, maybe it could be something else. Because they had suitcases, but they never had a cake. So I assume there's cake.
I would assume so.
Yeah. And
But
then they had a Book of Mormon on there, and of course, they had to pick the one of the 2 or 3 songs that isn't completely inappropriate. There was no
there's
Hasidic
songs like that in
evil
a
eye.
Trey Parker film
Yeah,
or play or whatever.
yeah. So anyway, um, anything else?
No, I think that's
Anything
it.
more?
We did a review of this movie. We gave credit where credit's due. We went off on a tangent like we always do. We got random. Yeah, I think we covered it all.
All right. Well, then, to promote the next couple episodes, we are going to do. I don't know which order these are going to fall in, but we're going to do an episode about good, bad movies. These are bad movies that maybe the directing's not so good or the acting's not so great. There's elements of these films that are flawed, but for some reason or the other, John and I really like them. And we maybe watch them more than once. So we will go through these. These aren't your typically, these are underrated films, or good movies that are not popular. These are not well-crafted films that for some reason we really like, unless you misinterpreted what I meant.
Well, I was going to ask you what you meant exactly, but I was also just going to go off on my own little path.
Okay.
I do want to say I will not be talking about Nightbreed on that episode.
Okay. All right.
I'm done with Nightbreed. Okay.
Okay. And then the episode, one of the other episodes is going to be a look at, I assume, just the 9 episodes of the Star Wars Skywalker saga, episodes 1 through 9. We're not talking about the spin-offs, correct?
Correct. I haven't watched any of those.
Okay, so we'll talk about our opinions on those. A couple of those he has just recently seen, so they're fresh in his mind. So even though this is not May the Force Be With You or the 50th anniversary of Star Wars, we're going to do it in a weird time.
Why not?
Because John is ready for them now. So those two episodes.
Wait, I will forget.
Yeah, so we're just going to knock them out. And we're not going to hold on to the episode for a year so we can release it next year. They're coming up. Plus,
we'll re-release it.
Plus, we have our first 3-time guest. Ricky Glore is coming back to promote his new film, Run!
Don't scream. Don't hide.
Just run. So he was on here previously to talk about Sweet Meats. Then he came back on to talk about Casually Cool and Truly Trudy. One of those 2 films has gotten delayed, and now we're bringing in Run. So we're going to talk with him, and I think we're going to have several guests. This may actually be the fullest house of guests that we've had. So if everyone shows up, we might have 6 windows on here. So hopefully everything goes well.
I'm sure it will, because we have such a good track record of excellence in that execution.
So we will be welcoming Ricky Glore. So those are our next 3 episodes. Plus, also check out our Facebook page where every single day we talk about something, either a review, a quick 1 or 2 minute review of a new film. We'll do a national day of the year. Could be an anniversary of an old film. Either way, or maybe just a trailer for a new film that just came out. But every single day we'll give you something else that's in short form so that you can just get a nice little dose of something while you're waiting for the next colossal episode of Attack.
Kyle knows all about short form.
For John Horton, I'm Kyle Pierson. Thanks so much for tuning in to Attack of the Spotlight.